what it do, what it do, what it do, what it do, what they do, what it do. Yeah, I had some technical difficulties at the beginning. What? Well, what streamer you know don't? Don't be out here judging with your judging asses. Judging and shit. All right, y'all. What it do, what it do, what it do, man. Good morning. It is your player partner Ziggy2x, man. We back at it again for another new one today. It is a Saturday, man. We did have that God damn, that shit scared the shit out of me. Um We did have the scary sleepover last night, man. If y'all were on YouTube, man, we had to delete that VOD, man, because that shit was copywritten the fuck up. But if y'all on Twitch or kicking, y'all want to go back and go look at that, y'all can go back and go look at that, man. It ain't no biggie, ain't no thing. Didn't nobody really show up last night. I ain't gonna flex, but it was all good. Those movies were terrible, and I'm glad y'all didn't watch it with me. It was actually a scary movie watching how terrible those movies were. It was like a bunch of World of Wars or War of the Worlds over and over again, except without Amazon ad placement. Not to move, not to move at all. But anywho, regular old content today, man. Bullshit and debauchery. We're gonna go on and get into it, man. Hopefully we don't get no ads at the beginning, man. But if we do, you already know what it is, man. Skip a Rooney. No ad, and my shit ain't screen ain't changing. Crazy. See how
Women in
that
Atlanta or women in general in 2025 or dating today, like their standards are too high. I've just been a couple of interviews and a lot of the guys is saying, especially for the women in Atlanta, their standards are way too high. They need to come bring it down and just remove all that superficial stuff when it comes to dating in Atlanta.
Yeah, so I'm a mental health therapist, and so I deal with single women all the time. And when they're talking about their dating, I try to tell them, like, it's not about you. It's about the other person. And so one of the things I asked them is, how did you make that first date that man's best first date? What did you do? What questions did you ask? Did you generally try to get to know him? Did you compliment him? Did you say, oh, that's cool? Not just a interview, not just trying to check off these boxes, but how can I go home to my family or my friends and say, bro, that was a great date for me? And even as I'm conscious about that on my dates, like, did she try to make me feel like that? Or was she here just really for her? And that's okay, but it just means that it's not an investable thing in the long term for myself. So that's something I ask single women all the time. And my best friends too, like, was that man's best first date? And they don't think about that type of things because I'm getting ready. I'm okay. I got my education. I'm making it. I'm self-sufficient. Awesome. And that's amazing, but that doesn't apply to relationships. It's like trying to compare basketball and swimming. Those characteristics don't compete with each other. So this is about, can you connect with somebody? Can you emotionally move them? Can you make them feel safe? Can you make them feel like in this world of chaos that when they come home to you, that they can be at peace? And those other things don't necessarily correlate with that.
Well said. Shout out to that brother right there because he was speaking the absolute truth. And this is what I say. If you guys been watching my channel for some time, you guys know I say this all the time.
What?
A woman goes on dates and anything else that they talk about is all about them, including how you shoot your shot, whatever. Man. The date is just to entertain her, right? Women aren't intentional. They talk about being intentional. They aren't intentional. A woman just wants to be entertained and feel special at the end of the day. That's it. She don't care about what you got going on, what you had to go through. That's why women flake so many times on dudes. Because they don't care. That women only care about themselves. And I say that to say I'm not being rude, but this is coming from someone who's been on a ton of dates. They don't. That's why you hear what I say. You got to get a woman to talk most of the time because she's not. She doesn't care about what you got going on. A woman rarely cares about what you got going on. She just wants to talk about herself. She wants to talk about her accomplishments, all the things they talk about. Even now, they want you to pay them to go on a date. Her makeup, this type of facial cleanser that I use, this wig I had to pay for, these heels, all this stuff to go on this date, to be shown off, and it's all about what she wants to eat, even though you are supposed to pick the place. But men, nobody really cares about men like that. Women damn sure don't care about you. So that's why I say a lot of times when you go on these dates, it's almost like you're trying to convince her of why you should pay her bills. And that is insane to me. At this point in my life, man, I'm over it, bro. I'm over it. I get so turned off by just simple stuff, man. Just sometimes, like, do I even need to respond? Like, because it feels like it takes so much up out of you, man, that you really don't want to be messing with. And it's unfortunate, but this is especially here in Atlanta. This is the nature. This is the dating scene. And the things that he said, women are automatically going to call him sassy. Oh, you want me to care about what you got going on? Why do I need to ask that? Why do I need to care if you had a good date or not? Woman doesn't care if you had a good day, if you had a good date. None of that. Because it's about you trying to convince her, right? You're a human being at the end of the day, man. That's why you leave these women. I think a bunch of women just want to be single, in my opinion. I don't think women really want to be in a relationship like that or are looking for anything serious. They're looking for a guy that can show them a good
I think they're looking for something serious, but they're looking from multiple people or one person that's so far exceeding anything that they can even actually capability of it getting at the time. They want somebody that's a multi-millionaire when they're a thousandaire with multiple kids and whatnot. They want to be able to have somebody that's completely exclusive, that's fun enough to go all around the world spontaneously without any notice at the drop of a dime. But then they also want somebody that doesn't go anywhere or do anything because they need somebody to take care of the kid while they're out going doing everything everywhere. Like, it's a reason why most of these women out here that's in their 30s, early 40s seem like they living in a state of arrested development. Everybody still goes to clubs. They're still doing these wild brunches, rampant alcoholism, um, and just procreation does not stop. Like, everybody just randomly having kids still. Like, nothing's changing. And they still want the provider to not provide rules for you to be a provider towards the person that needs the provision. Like, the fuck? Feels like we're living in bizarro world.
time
It really does.
that
Like,
is
you can hear it just
after
drains it
them,
out of me right now,
sweating
man. Like, it
them,
just feels like
whatever
we're
like
in
that,
bizarro
and
world.
they can just put you up in the group chat. They aren't looking for anything. Because if you really was looking for something, you would invest. But they looking at it like, I don't have to invest. The man should invest in me. For someone who just comes out of the mouth, and I will say that there's a lot of dudes who are contributing to this foolishness that have women talking like this. I watched a video earlier, and I would put it in here, but I'm going to cover it on a different topic, where this woman was actually like, fellas, I'm going to put you guys up on some game. When you're shooting your shot and you're in a girl's DM, you need to make her laugh. Say something funny. You don't know what all we're going through throughout the day. We're going through all types of stuff. So you come up with a joke, something original, you make us laugh. We may talk to you. Nigga, what? Huh? Dating now is cooked, to say the least.
Again, you got to do all this chasing for inevitably a bill because none of them want to work. They all tired. They going through so much. But then when you ask them what they doing or what they going through, it's the regular adult experience. It's literally just what every adult has to go through because you accumulated things and luxuries. Like, I don't see, man. Again, you hear
Is
my energy level
look,
ain't all the
folks,
way there.
you got to do all this. I have to do all this. I have to be your personal court jester. That's what you have to do. You got to entertain her for her to be like, okay, maybe I like him a little bit because he entertained me, he fed me. Just me even talking about this, man, it just makes me like, I just get fatigue just from talking about it, which is insane at this point. Man, I'm trying to stretch this video out to 8 minutes. I'm only at 6:45 minutes. This is crazy. Let's finish. Let's keep it trucking, right? But yeah, guys, you shouldn't have to do anything else than appear to her. Put in your bid. I'm interested in getting to know you. I like you. That's that.
JR Wisdom is cool.
You shouldn't have to jump through hoops.
Wish he had his old setup still.
Take her to the right restaurant or
whatever his camera
all these
doing.
Things. Like he said, and you rarely hear
the edges look all
people
weird.
Talking like this. How he said, because a woman
is bothering me.
Welcome back. I'm sad we got us another video. We got a Truth After Dark podcast video. If you want to, you just call it Paul Pierce. The lady Azar asked Paul Pierce a question because, you know, audience member asked the question. He said that he was 38. Should he talk to a lady who has a kid already? Paul Pierce says a very good answer. You're 38. You should probably find yourself like a 26, 27-year-old. Get with a lady who don't got kids. Azar said, why won't you get with a 30-year-old older lady who don't got kids? He said, why would you do that? Just get with the younger lady. And then this sparks an intense argument because, you know, she's older. She don't want to say it. She keeps every episode saying it. I'm not older. You are. You're 34. You're older, my dear. You don't want to accept it, but you have to. We're going to listen to her and Paul Pierce have a back and forth because Paul Pierce he was correct. You should just get with the younger lady. Get with a 26, 27-year-old. Ayo, it's actually, women innately want to be with older guys anyway. So just go ahead and get the one where you know if you have kids with, things won't happen. Like problems, like hospital type of problems. If you catching my drift.
Hit the cash app and I might.
We got some cash apps. Once again, I pulled out the iPad. Samuel, what's your email, bro? My email is D-is-silent-podcast. Give me a second. Just go to my homepage and hit more underneath my thing that say, if you're reading this, it's too late, subscribe. But click that. Tell me what you want me to put your sign as. Or DM me in my Instagram. Unless you don't have an Instagram. Stand Up Steve. Frankos. You got a French name. I think that's French. Are you Haitian, my brother? $200. Background pictures. Don't worry, I got you. It's two of them. Background pictures. Got you. 200. Yep. That's a lot of money. A lot of money, my brother. Hey, oh man, I'm picking up what you're putting down. You want? I got you. Joseph, $35. My guy, get you a Dolphins poster, my brother. I got you, Joseph. Because I already talked to you. Remember, we already talked about it. I'm gonna get it. Might be on that side. Might be on this side. I should have just used my other arm. Boy, that did some work to me right there. That was a stretch. I'm getting that Dolphins perfect season. Y'all don't even understand. We're the best. We're not. We suck right now, but we're the best in spirit. But hold up, just hitting this video, I need you to hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit notification bell. In the comment section, give me a thumbs up or a heart.
That's how I feel about
just
my Raiders, man.
Real. But let's waste some more time. Let's roll the clip.
Just win, baby.
Life moves fast, especially with a family like ours. Sometimes things break.
Hell no.
That's why we...
Man, I would have been nailed to a cross if I broke some damn glass up in the damn house.
So at Papa Giorgio 9, men have simple needs. Mm-hmm. Why do women struggle to meet them?
Because they don't care about us.
That's a great question. I don't know why women struggle to meet a man's needs, because a man's needs are free. A woman's needs cost money.
Yeah, that's true.
Most of them. I mean, you can talk about I need love and affection. No, we know what you need. It costs money. all that. That's what the world we live in. If he came in my lifestyle, a man ain't never shoot nothing like that, baby. Rub my neck, rub my back. That don't cost nothing. You make me some food. Matter of fact, I'll pay for the food for you to make it.
To me, this is easily known because women are the ones who ask for a guy to make a certain amount of money, then they'll deal with them. Majority of men don't say that. The men you do hear say that they're planning on splitting the bills. If there's a guy who's not planning on splitting the bills, he doesn't care. Everything he wants from you is free. A lady planning on splitting the bills wants you to make a certain amount of money. A lady who don't want to split the bills wants you to make a certain amount of money. You're gonna always get to the certain amount of money when it comes to women.
It don't cost nothing for a woman to please a man. It costs money for a man to please a woman.
You want to know what else I'll say, and I'll make it quick? I feel like men were raised on how to treat a woman well, and women were raised how to treat a woman well.
By who?
By their mothers, you know, or whoever was around. Like, it's all about like...
It was mother and fathers. Mother and fathers did this. Single mother, the mother did it. Mother and father, both of them did it. It was a duo.
You need to do this for her. You open the door, do this. And women were treated on how to get what they need from a man.
True.
They were never taught. Women are not taught to do these things for a man. Now, other cultures, which is what you would say, un-American women, or even other cultures, like my mom's Persian, I seen that. They're very submissive, you have to do all this. But most American culture people, they are not taught to, especially Black women, don't kill me.
Boy, you better slow down, because you finna say something you're gonna regret. You better just quiet down, nigga.
But I feel like a lot of women were raised by independent mothers. So for them, they wanted to protect their child, and they wanted their child not to be in their position. So in order to protect their child, it was like, look, this is what you need from a man. And if he's not doing this, this, and this, and this, you're not supposed to mess with him. And a man was taught how to give the needs to a woman. You're supposed to open her door. You're supposed to make sure you have this, have enough money to take care of her, take her on a date, do this.
I don't know if it's a mindset of protecting. When she said that, I had to think about it. I think that's just women trying to live their life through their daughters, I believe. I don't see how that's a protective thing.
I can see where you're coming from, and I can also see where she's coming from, because it could be one of the
They
both.
will mess with them. They just won't marry them. Yeah, now think about that. They will mess with the guy that doesn't have all these things. They just won't marry them. They have a kid by them, they'll sooner leave them. So that's why I say, I don't know if this is a protecting thing. It's kind of like it's like a sloppy ass script.
So women were not taught that, a lot of women, period.
Right.
And that's just what I think. Don't shoot me and don't kill me off of that one. Seat 1B, should a man with no kids at age 38 date a woman with kids?
No.
Or solely date women with no kids?
If you're 38, I have to just kind of look at your financial situation. Because most men at 38 with no kids in a comfortable financial situation, it's gonna take a younger woman around the age of 26 that got no kids, that like he can probably like have some kids with and grow some with. I think.
What if she's 26 and has kids though?
No.
Well, if he's 38 and ain't got no kids, he could just find somebody that's 26 with no kids.
Okay. What if he doesn't want to date someone that's 12 years younger than him because it's not relatable, and he actually wants a woman of his age or close to his age?
What is this thing when people say this? Men and women don't relate.
How'd you hear about this?
We need to get this out right now. It's starting pissing me off. Women do not relate to men. Whatever you're talking about, they don't find it amusing. It's a very small number. That's you living in the Cinderella dream if you're a guy thinking you're gonna find a lady who literally thinks like you and y'all relate. If you relate too much to a woman, you think like a woman. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, I threw that monkey wrench. Yeah, just let that sizzle in your spirit. If you relate to them too much, you think like a woman. It ain't about relating over here. It's about getting the job done. I'm gonna take care of you, you take care of me and the kids. I'm gonna protect you and the kids, you take care of me. It's about getting the job done. This relating thing is not real. I like philosophy and deep conversations. Every time I try to have this with a lady, they immediately get mad. You know what I'm talking about. I don't. That's why it's a deep conversation. You're gonna have to articulate yourself. You're gonna have to actually peel the layers of what we're talking about until we get to the root of it. As soon as I say that, they get mad.
Ain't nobody
nobody got time for that.
Let's lose this idea. Unless you're a guy who really thinks surface level and very emotional, then you can relate to women. I give you that.
Have you ever thought of that?
Why would he do that?
Why wouldn't he do that? Why wouldn't someone want to relate to someone? At 26, they don't even know how to put on lotion on their and clean their asshole. What do you?
Did you just say a 26-year-old don't know how to do that? You're telling me when you was 26, you did not know how to put on lotion and clean your behind? Because that had to be a projection. Because you point me out the 26-year-old who don't put lotion on and don't know how to clean a behind. The world is falling apart if you know this person or you were this person. Just think about that.
You mean, what if someone doesn't want to be dating someone in their 20s?
What age should a 38-year-old with no kids date? What's the age? Should he date?
He didn't ask about what the age.
He's gonna be, if he's talking to somebody 33 and up, they gonna have kids and he ain't got no kids. So now I'm gonna just put myself in a situation where I'm dating you and I'm with you and I'll just push myself into a family situation.
I don't have kids and I'm in my 30s.
Every episode, she has no choice but to use herself.
Insert herself. Yeah, I've been noticing that too.
Use yourself as the thing. Oh, relate. There's no way I will relate to a person that whenever we have a conversation about the general, you bring up yourself. I couldn't relate to that person. I'm this old and I don't got kids. That's fine that you don't. Was that even the conversation we was having? What if the person had kids? Say, don't do that. Get with the younger one who don't got kids. Why won't you just get with the older one who don't got kids? Well, because most likely as a man, I want kids. And if you're older, the stat shows that you might have complications. Problems might occur from you having kids because you're older. So why would I not just dodge those problems and just go for the person who most likely won't have those problems? Besides me paying attention to you say something about they don't know how to wipe their behind like that's a real thing. Think about how dumb that sound.
My early 30s. So not every, so there's women that are in their 30s that don't have children. A lot, because women are now statistically having more children in their 40s. It's a statistic.
The women that I know that don't have kids and they're in their 30s, they think they got this bright ass plan to become a career woman. So that's why they don't got kids. So technically you're getting with a lady, she thinks she's bigger than the system. That's who you about to deal with.
So
most women who don't got no kids in their mid-30s are cooked.
True.
I'm not saying that's you.
Well,
yes, you are saying
that. Like clearly there's men out there that I see on the messages that want to have kids with you and do all that with you. I get it.
It's just thirsty.
But like most women in that situation,
that's so
down
crazy.
Bad. They down bad.
That's not true. And you know what? I'm going to say this and I'm done with the podcast. I'm going to say that I'm 34. I'm not in my mid-30s, but next year I will be mid-30s, I guess. And, you know, I've had plenty of opportunities to have children.
Semantics.
With men who wanted me to have their children. Am I cooked or am I smart? Because I would have been somebody's baby mama because that wasn't a connection. A lot of these women with children are baby mothers and they're not wives.
Don't you just speed past what you just said. Are you smart? Depending on how old you are. Because if you're too old, you're not smart. You're just a person who just experienced a whole lot of mess ups. That's really what it is. Because how you kept on talking to these people that wanted to have kids with you, none of them were the right guy for you. I mean, you picked terribly. You picked terribly, and now you still don't have a guy. So we don't even have the proof to show that you pick all right. So we can't even tell if you're actually intelligent, my dear. I'm not trying to attack you. I'm just letting you know that when you reach a certain age, you don't have kids, and you do want kids, you're an F up. Or you're just I'm going to just stick with that. You're an F up.
Okay? So I can have a baby. Having a baby is easy. I'm very fertile like a Latina. I'm fertile as hell.
Okay.
And I can have a baby any moment right now. And
You don't know that.
Been in the situation where I could have had that. So am I cooked or am I smart? Because right now I could have been here with 2 children with a man that I don't even want to be with. I could be married. I know plenty of people who are married to people they don't even with.
Okay, I see what you're doing. You're pretending that you're smart. The other person at a really dumb level. So you think if you're above them, are you smart? No, my dear. You are just smarter than the dumb person. You are the dwarf among midgets. There you go. That if you really want to answer, that's what you are. You are just the dwarf among
midgets.
Hey, can you reach the Crispix? Yes, I can.
And now you're going to have to prove to me, which I don't think you're going to do. But now you have to prove to me
Family
that you're
Guy,
intelligent. Because a lady
damn,
waiting as
boy,
long as
they
you
have all
waited
kind
to
of
have
cut
kids
scenes.
is not an
Jesus.
intelligent thing. Not intelligent at all.
Just to say that they have a child and they have a husband. I'm so sorry that I didn't want to be another f***ing statistic.
What?
You are a statistic.
But I'm cooked. I think I'm very f***ing smart. Actually, I think that I'm very smart, that I'm not spending my time mothering a child by a man that I don't even want to be with. Not being in the same household as that man, because every man I ever been with, I did not want to be with him because I was not at the level of maturity that I am now. I'm not at the mental maturity that I am now.
Took you a long time. That's what you're telling me. It took you way too long. Sound like you had no mentor. And if you did have a mentor, they were also retarded. Took you too long. You had to get into your mid 30s to actually have the sense to get with the guy that is actually good for you. Crazy.
And I have not evolved to attract that certain type of partner. I've done the work, and unfortunately, I've been through a lot of shit in my life that made my journey a little slower than most, but I'm the one, never the two.
She
Are
at
you
least
falling
called it.
asleep on my conversation?
It's taking so long for the answer.
Fuck you. You are crazy. You're telling me I'm taking long. Do you know how long you take to say something?
Oh, you're falling asleep.
This is up. I'm getting off of this podcast.
No,
Thank you guys
I'm
so
ready to
much.
answer, but you still going.
Big screen. Based off what I just seen right there, Paul Pierce really didn't say, well, I don't know why he didn't really have any pushback. He probably just didn't know what to say. Everything she was saying was like, hey, yo, baby girl, it sounds good. Just because there's a person dumber than you don't mean you're smart. That's not what that means. The women who actually have families and they had kids at the appropriate age, which I ain't gonna lie to you, I was like the appropriate age to have a kid, like 27, 26, like you at the age of 26, 7, maybe even 25. I don't want to go too low in the 20s because, you know, then they don't think very well. Around them ages, you
They
did
don't
good.
think
You
very
had a
well.
kid at 26, 7, 8, good. If you pass 32 and you don't got a kid, I think she said she's 34. This is not looking good for you, my dear. You're supposed to have a guy and be with that guy when you turn early 20s. And then y'all supposed to make plan to have kids 25. You know, around the age where your frontal lobe is fully connected. Because you don't want to have a kid with somebody who slip up and just leave the kid in the car. You don't want to do that. I don't see how she got mad about this because he said that a man who's 38 should not get with a lady who has a kid. Get with the 26 or 27-year-old with no kid. And man, because you don't have a kid don't mean anything. Ain't nobody finna go out here and be searching early 30-year-olds who don't have a kid, who clearly shows that they're not making good decisions when it comes to relationships. And then when you brought up yourself, you're 34, motherfucker, you mid-30s. He said it before, you're cooked. Steak. There is no blood in that steak no more. It's not rare. It's not medium rare. When you cut that open, it's dry. I'm sorry that you need to hear this, but you needed to hear this, my dear.
Killing
Cut that
her
out.
ass.
Oh, you know what that was?
Killing
Oh,
her
that
ass. You said you get cut open.
I got some news today, and I jumped right on it. Dr. Umar's school is being auctioned off in Delaware.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy, Oshay
shit.
Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. By now, we all know the criticisms that have come towards Dr. Umar Johnson and the losing of his school. I don't think there's any reason why we need to go ahead and play the voice notes or past videos of him admitting he needs $40,000. We don't need to do that. Everybody's been talking about it, so it's not important to do so. But I want to focus on a group of people who now think that this is funny. White folks, okay? Now again, Dr. Umar Johnson's content doesn't really align with white people so much. I mean, he doesn't really talk about white supremacy all the time. He does mention it, but you know, I wouldn't consider a lot of Dr. Umar Johnson's content race baity. He's very versatile and well read. And so he can talk about white supremacy, but he can talk about a lot of the situations going on within the black world. okay? And that's typically what he does. He uses his intellectual gifts and knowledge to discuss a wide variety of things. This is where he is the strongest. However, because Dr. Umar Johnson is a known public figure, there are people who are also rejoicing in his downfall. And I have found a white guy who also is making fun of Dr. Umar Johnson's downfall.
I got some news today and I jumped right on it. Dr. Umar's school is being auctioned off in Delaware. Yeah, and we're gonna buy it. We already saw the pictures. It's gonna take us, we're gonna have to go over there. It's gonna take us a couple weekends to get the electrical and the floor done. But yeah, me and a couple Mexicans are gonna knock it out in about a month. The paperwork's a little longer. We're gonna name it Whip University, whites only.
Now, in this clip, this particular YouTuber, now I know this guy may be trolling, but he's saying something that's pretty interesting. We are going to take your school and turn it into the Whipper University, whites only. So basically, you're so pathetic, okay? You're gonna lose a school. You don't want to spend any money or you can't do anything right. We're gonna come and buy your school. We're gonna take your school from you, and what you meant to do with it to benefit your people, we're gonna take it to benefit our people. And this is typically, and even though maybe trolling, this is what other groups do. Other groups capitalize on Black Americans, African Americans, however you diasporans issues, okay? Problems that we can't do, we can't keep it tight, we can't do what we're supposed to do. So what happens is they're gonna come in and fix it. And then whatever we meant to use for our benefit, other groups will come in and use it to their benefit. We've seen it with Black-owned businesses leaving the Black community. Then you see Asian businesses, Arab businesses coming in. And then what happens? The problem is now twofold. Number one, they solve a white space issue, meaning that there's an opportunity there that we can't meet in the community. Once they meet that issue, which is a need for food or liquor or cigarettes or gas, they take that, and then what they do is they take that money back to their community, and then they uplift our community. So we don't get the reinvestment into our community for that money. And it keeps us with no development. We don't have more business owners. We can't we can't grow in the business, and it hurts us significantly. That's the first issue. But watch this one.
We are buying Dr. Umar Johnson's former school that he was going to turn into an academy over 10 years ago, and he raised $1.2 million. He bought the building for $400 grand, and I'm going to buy it for $300 grand because of all the back stuff and the neglect. It's actually worth a lot less than that. We're going to lowball him a little more. After that, we're going to knock that thing clear to the ground and just kind of make a mountain out of the rubble itself. We're going to throw dirt over that rubble. And then on top, we're going to get a black sculptor that's down on his luck, and he's going to create a massive toilet. And we're going to pay him. We're going to pay him good, and we're going to pay him cash. But he's going to sculpt a big, huge toilet. And then I'm going to have a bunch of Mexicans take a shit in the toilet for diversity. And that's what's going to sit there. And it's just kind of a symbol, you know, to where all you dumbass people put in $1.2 million.
Now he's talking about funny stuff, okay? We're gonna go ahead on and get a black sculptor, make a big toilet, let other communities come in and take a crap, and basically starts laughing at everybody who's donated money to the school, all right? This guy by the name is Philip Don Grande, okay? I think this guy does, I don't know, trolling or comedy, but it's interesting because, hold on, because look at the hashtags on the video. Bamboozled, ripped off, hashtag white and Mexican alliance, comedy, dead dream, black education. I'm not gonna say that this person is a racist or anything like that, but it's a weird brand of comedy that pokes at people who scam the black community. Because you guys, what he's saying is, this is one of y'all leaders? This is what y'all do? This is how y'all leaders treat y'all? Oh, you guys are dumb for supporting it. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I know people, okay? I'm not mad at them. Some of these people are my friends. After all of this, they still book Dr. Umar Johnson. After all of this, they still do business with Dr. Umar Johnson. I know people right now, Dr. Umar is still selling out. He will still come back to the Breakfast Club. And that's the issue. See, other groups, when they see this, they don't respect it. At the same time, we respect it too much. So what happens at the same time, we reward this behavior as long as somebody can talk good. And so we have a history of rewarding scammers. So once we start rewarding scammers like this, everybody in the world takes notice. And so then don't nobody take you serious.
Can you design our baseball uniforms? Absolutely. At KXK, from unique colors and patterns to personalized names and numbers.
Okay? You think that Dr. Umar is serious. Oh, y'all just hating on him. No. When people know that you can't develop, because white folks, other groups in the community, I've lived in Poland. People understand
all of a sudden they don't do it no more when I'm paying
a group that's developing. And I can tell you, because now I live here, okay? I talk to Africans, and they're very aware of when other groups come here and are successful and do very well, and when others are not, okay? They understand. And see, just because, you know, we're the so-called Black Americans and all of that, when you are putting people in positions to win and they don't develop, other groups look at you and they lose respect. And so now, instead of looking at you as a strategic partnership, they look at you as strategic dominance, because you're nobody to be taken seriously. And so this is how other groups typically feel when they see somebody like Dr. Umar Johnson and people fail in the community, people scam in the community. They look at you as, you cannot even, present opportunities for yourself. You can't even present things that take care of your own people, so why should we? Every time you guys try to do something, it's already mired down in lies and corruption. So why should we do it? In fact, we need to come where you're at, because you can't do anything right. It's obvious. You try to start a school, you can't do that. You try to start things in the community, you can't do that. And the only way you can do it is to come get it from us. So why should we respect you? You need us to do everything, to think for you. You even need us, I'm talking about the white folks and other groups, right? You even need us to give you the money and manage the money so that it doesn't get spent. You need us. You can't even trust yourself to deliver the things. And here you are blaming me for racism and accountability and holding you back. And don't get me wrong, white supremacy and racism is the truth. It does happen. But we're going to be honest here. At how many points do you beat yourself? And until Black people understand that this makes us look bad on the world stage, oh, well, they ain't talking about me. They ain't talking about my group. That's the Pan-African group. No, listen, let me tell you something. When a white person sees anybody like Dr. Umar, it doesn't matter if you're hashtag FBA. It doesn't matter. You're in the Black group, okay? And the way they take it is, your group is not developing. It's the same thing about Africa. I lived in Europe, and that's kind of when I got my first exposure to living and working with Africans. Because, at that point, there was not so many Black Americans in the city I was living, so there was no real opportunity to decipher myself from somebody else. So now, what you get at this particular point is, well, who is this person? Who is that person? And all of this, right? So now at this point, what do we have? Now at this point, we have situations that when we encounter white, what do they know? When you encounter whites and they know that you are Black, they don't care about what you are, African, Jamaican. Just like when you see Asians, do you care that it's whatever on the world stage? So on the world stage, if Blacks have similar problems and similar issues, we may understand that it's different, but the world stage don't understand that it's different. And then it comes typical. Okay, that's what they do. And we got to understand that our reputation worldwide as Blacks suffers when you get somebody like Dr. Umar Johnson does this. This happens. It doesn't look good. So guys, what do you think? It's your boy Shitty Jackson back again with another episode of
It's gonna be a short stream, man.
You do Skirty Bill? We're out.
I did not get quality sleep last night. I need to get another. Gotta make a run. Gotta make a run. Definitely.
I'm not the father. I ain't paying no more child support.
They need to do this over.
Hey, what's going on, guys? JayB Reacts here once again, and today's some crazy clips of the worst couples I can find. And like always, guys, my favorite clip will be at the end, but in this first one, it is absolutely wild. This mother found out her son's girl was being very unloyal.
You filthy, filthy.
What are you on about?
You have trapped my Sean into having your baby, but not his, because I have got proof here that you have been a scheming little... Yes, you have. No, you do not. How can you look at me and tell me lies to my face?
I'm not lying.
You're an absolute liar.
I'm not lying.
Yes, you are a liar.
What's with that?
So this is when I had the baby last week and last night. Seem to have him every bloody night, don't I? While you're off gallivanting. So I looked after him, I cleaned his teeth, and then I sent it off for DNA testing.
Do you know how creepy that is? Oh, without my consent.
I don't give a shit.
So
Oh,
creepy.
but you'll consent for me to look after him, will you, all night while you're out about?
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
No,
Anyway, this came back from the DNA testers, and this says that you are the mother, and is Sean the father? Is he? No, he isn't. Some dirty skanky been out and shot somebody else, and then you come back and try to nail my son. Well, he's not falling for it. You can.
I know you've never liked me, but it's going as far as making a fake
You
lecture
are damn
about
right
that.
I've never liked you. Could just look at you. You can barefaced lie to anybody.
Yeah, this is what I like to call mother's intuition. She immediately knew that this woman was being very unloyal the moment she ends up spending a lot of time more outside than with her own child. She's still living the so-called single life. If she's at the clubs, the bars, even after having a child, there is definitely some unloyalty going on within her. She took a guess and she was 100% right.
I was on set today with a man who, granted, very kind, very sweet, super nice guy, easy to hang out with. But the topic of children came up. And if you know me, I don't want children. I absolutely know for a fact, 1000%, I do not want children. You can't talk me out of it. And so I always love to talk to men that say they want to be fathers, okay? And he starts boasting about wanting to be a dad. He wants to do the messy part. Is it messy? He wants the loud. Every part of it. I'm like, yeah, okay. I said, so you would want to adopt children if you never found the right partner? And he goes, no, they have to be my biological child. And then I was like, oh, okay, you're one of those. There's a lot of stupid things I've heard on the internet, but this has to be one of the worst things yet. God forbid a man actually wants to spread his genetics across the planet. I mean, isn't that what we're here for? Am I a bad person for wanting my genetics in another human being? More of me in the world? Are you gonna somehow gaslight me into thinking that I'm wrong for thinking that? Like, it's absolutely sad on how this woman's vote counts just as much as mine.
Do you think the woman should be offended that a DNA test is being asked?
A woman will be offended if she has doubts that it may not.
No, she'll be offended because you asking her to do something, and that means you don't trust me.
But this would be by law.
No. Now, if it's by law, whether you're offended or not, who cares? It's part of the process.
Yeah, guys, let me give you a quick analogy. Have you guys ever seen a person who's wearing real jewelry be offended by a jewelry test? No, of course not. They're like, hey, yeah, please test my jewelry out. The ones who are offended are usually the ones who are wearing fake jewelry. But the ones who wear real jewelry never get intimidated by those tests in general.
Or that you working 12 hours. Anytime that you are hungry, you ask me, can you fix you a plate? You ask for permission.
Why I always gotta go through this with you?
What are you going through?
What you mean what I'm going through? Why I gotta ask you to eat?
Because that's my rules. You ask permission to eat. I ain't just fix that food for you to come in here and fix it anytime you want. Now go in the kitchen and put the plate down and come and ask me, can you eat?
Are you serious right now?
I'm dead serious.
They be tripping.
Wrong with you? Think you can come in here and fix yourself a plate in my kitchen? I cooked over
that
this
bitch tripping. She's tripping.
Can I please eat now? Because I'm hungry.
I'll let you starve, but I'm going to let you eat this time. Just for future references, you come and ask permission. Ask, can you fix a plate?
Why you have me a plate made? You know
I don't have to fix you a plate.
You know I was working all day.
Nah, brother, if she's using that logic, then you have to do the exact same thing to her when she walks into your crib, because you are most likely paying the mortgage since you are the only one working. How the hell is she entitled to the food when you probably buy the food? She just cooks it. But hey, if she wants to play that game, change up the locks in the house. Right. And don't allow her inside until she asks for permission.
That's my girlfriend and everything. Like, I just... They're over here in the pool in front of kids. I got pictures of it.
So that's a wrap, man.
All right? And then I'm here to do a legitimate investigation about that, and then she wants to just do what she wants to do. That's not how it works.
It's a wrap,
okay?
Fam.
I'm a really nice guy, and I can do things easy, but if you won't talk to me at least...
Yeah, I understand.
You know, I mean, there's little kids. That's not cool, man. I mean...
Was there anybody else before? Just kids and just kids?
Kids, I got several witnesses.
Yeah, them being speechless is incredibly loud. They already know that these women are for the streets. Now listen guys, do I think this is the first time they ever found out that the girls are for the streets? No. There's probably other signs prior, but now they know it's getting a little bit out of hand. Do it indoors. These women should 100% be arrested.
I live in a house and I'm just a girl and I don't know how to fix anything. But I have learned that men overall are fairly useful for some household chores. Ever since I moved into my house 9 months ago, my fan has been going click, 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 and I've just been sweating because I had no idea how to fix it. I just accepted defeat and I couldn't sleep with the fan on. But then I met a boy. I met a boy on Bumble. I met Bumble Boy. He and I hit it off. We had a 3-hour conversation on the phone, decided we were gonna go on a date. And I said, okay, whatever it is, it's probably only gonna last 2 hours because I have chores to do. And then he said, you know, I can help you with your chores. And I said, well, I do have a ceiling fan that needs some fixing. And so he came over and brought all his tools and some duct tape. And I said, why would you bring duct tape? It's what? And he goes, I don't know, sometimes you just need some duct tape. And all it was some wiring that got loose and was in the little thingy that was going click, 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 click. Like when the fan was rotating, it was just clicking the wire the whole time.
Now the guy fixed the problem. Now let's really see if this woman paid him in any kind of way, compensated him for his time. Leave your guesses down below, even though we know which way this is gonna go.
And then he looks at me, he goes, glad I brought my duct tape. You might be like, Holly, why would you invite a man from the internet to your home without ever meeting him first? And I would like to argue that is exactly what you do with a handyman. You call a business and you invite them over and you say, hey, can you come to my house, please, and fix my stuff? And you've never met them, you found them on the internet. That's what I did, but I just chose the more economical option because this was free for me. Overall, I've had more success on dating apps with getting men to do things around my house or building things than I have actually finding a relationship. So far, I've had one man change a porch light that I couldn't reach. I had another man put my treadmill together, and then this man completely took apart my ceiling fan to get the rattling to stop and put it back together. All this to say is if a man is about to waste your time, you may as well get a little bit of use out of him. Don't waste money on a maintenance man when you can just find a free man who's single and just
a free man
wants to.
Yep, and this is exactly why, gentlemen, chivalry is dead. Women killed it. Women like this killed it. There's a bunch of women in the planet wondering why aren't men helping me out with my car, pushing my car for me, doing this for me, doing that for me, because women like this are using men up without any compensation. They are taking advantage of men, and men see these clips and they're realizing, wait a minute, if I'm not getting anything from this woman, anything at all, why the hell am I helping her out? So think about that, ladies, before you guys start saying chivalry is dead and start blaming men for it.
Passport bros, the niggas that you prey on dumb, ill-equipped women to make your wife.
Woman, especially.
No, it's not that. She don't have to be American. I don't want that to be the thing. You're going to a third world country to find a woman that can't tell you what's 2 + 2, and you're gonna bring her back here and treat her like shit for the rest of your life because it's your concubine. You want to treat her like a concubine because you never had no power nowhere else. So now you're gonna exert your power over this woman.
The number one.
Over to poor, impoverished countries, snatching a woman away. And destroying the rest of her life.
Destroying her life, maybe taking her to a better life.
Take away her rights, you can beat on her. You can tell her she has no sexual agency. You can treat her like literal shit. I think she would go back to her country.
If you know how I just recently said I've seen a lot of stupid clips, this is definitely up there as well. There's a lot of stupid clips in today's video. How the hell are you gonna actually think that Western women are the only educated women out there? This man really thinks that there's no education anywhere else. They don't even know what 2 + 2 is. Are you stupid? You can't be that dumb, bro. In fact, in other countries, there's definitely more educated women in general than we have in America. You think they're barbaric? You think they're living lives like they're living in caves? And he somehow calls us taking advantage of them. Got it, bro.
You date a woman with kids, it's like forced polyamory, it's forced polygamy, because now you even have another man in your life that can dictate emotions and dictate policy with that woman. So for example, let's say me and this woman, we're gonna get ready to go to Hawaii. And me and her gonna pack our bags, and then her baby daddy call and say, hey, I'm not watching so-and-so, or I'm not gonna do this, or something happened. That man can change the direction of a trip. He can change the direction of her mood. There's times where I've seen it where, oh, I just got off with my baby daddy, I'm upset. Like, he can change things in your household. You could be talking about another man on a Friday night instead of you talking about what you guys are gonna get ready to do. So this person, like it or not, cool, we co-parent well, we don't co-parent well, still has access to your woman in certain ways. That's like, all right, can you tolerate that? And a lot of women's like, this man don't have access to me, we just co-parent. Yes, he does. He's gonna be an active role. He's in the movie, he's in the show, he's a starring cast member until 20 years old, 21 years old. Can you handle that? Can your ego handle that?
He's absolutely right. And that's why I always hear a take from other men anytime they date a single mother that is your man either dead or is he in prison for life? Because that's sometimes what you have to ask before dating these single mothers. I know it's kind of strange and really far, but these men don't want to deal with that baby daddy in the slightest. Either when he gets out of prison 5 years from now, 10 years from now, or he could just be dead and you never have to deal with him in the slightest. To this man's point, every single decision she makes, she also has to ask another man.
Never move into a woman's house. You will regret.
About 10 years ago, I had to learn this the hard way. And boy, never again. At the beginning, it always used to be a joke. You know, the get out of my house. And you just, you kind of laugh it off because it's funny, right? Until one day we had a disagreement and then she said, get out of my house. Me, like an idiot, I thought, oh, she's just joking. And she just went, get out of my house. I was like, and because my name wasn't on the list, I had no choice. I had to leave. Overnight bag and everything. But the next day she called me and said, hey, I'm sorry. I didn't really mean it. You can come back. Which I did because I had nowhere else to go. But best believe I spent the next 2 weeks looking for my own place. But check this, me looking for an apartment actually caused us to break up because she thought I had commitment issues. And I'm just like, what?
Yeah, brother, I'm glad you actually made the decision at the end there where you found your own place because she will use that against you anytime she gets upset. And I hope you didn't pay her rent or her mortgage or any of the utilities because that was not your responsibility, that was hers. Don't fall for this, gentlemen. Always get your own place, never move in with anyone else.
Excuse me, do you have a boyfriend? How? Hey, no, stop. Hey. Yo, chill out, bro. It's a joke, bro. It's a joke. It's a joke. Chill out. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. I asked her the stupid shit.
Are you getting the printing productivity you need? Discover the power of optimized.
Funny.
Watch out. Now listen, guys, I don't like
That
these
shit was
public
funny.
pranks. However, how
I ain't no
bad
flex.
is your self-confidence for you to really chase down a man through all of New York City? You're clearly not confident in yourself and he clearly hit a wire.
The whole time we were together, I had and I was making like hella money and I made him pay for well, I didn't make him, he offered, but I was just like damsel in distress when meanwhile I really was like caked up. So I think he'd be pissed if he knew that.
Of course he'll be pissed. I'll be pissed.
How would you feel about calling your ex right now and telling him what you just told me?
Oh, she's calling him?
Yeah.
Nah, you can't be.
I'm scared. I'm scared too.
Hey.
Hey, how are you?
Why are you calling me?
So you know how like you were paying for everything and I was like always like poor me?
Yep. She thinks it's
Well, and you know how you said you didn't want a girl?
No, we were against that.
We, as a lot of people, you were against it. I was like doing the whole entire time. I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'm so sorry.
The whole time?
Yeah, I actually had it before I even like knew your name.
Yeah, do you think saying this makes him any more upset? No. He is now just reaffirming everything he already thought of you, which is that you were a 304 anyways. You're just proving to him that he shouldn't have regretted their relationship ending. But it is annoying on how you lied to him about this when you knew he was against it in the start. Why'd you make him go through that?
A lot of fast women on this app screaming, we want a blue collar man. They like the tattoos, the beards. Oh, he wears high-vis. Shut the hell up. It's grown women out here taking care of us. Y'all ain't built like that. You know what my wife sees? My wife sees this high-vis piled up on her bathroom floor with my beard hair in her sink while I'm passed out on a recliner at 8 o'clock at night. Go holler at a finance bro.
Yeah, this is how I know that not every single woman is a feminist, because men like this still exist, blue-collar men, and I already know their wives are not feminists. Otherwise, they wouldn't be able to do their work efficiently.
A lawful husband.
To be my loved ones.
To love and to obey. To
What?
love and to obey.
What?
Yes, to love and to obey.
Obey what?
Obey your
And
husband.
obey who?
And this is exactly why passport bros exist. Except this man did the opposite. They're just non-traditional women and they love barking back.
Hi, babe. Oh, babe. No.
Did I crack it?
Yes.
Not gonna lie, bro, that's all you. Why the hell would you trust your girl with weight?
Is there anyone else out there in their 40s like me who feels kind of invisible? Like, I'm not as cute as I was in my 20s and 30s. I'm definitely not as fit as I was in my 20s and 30s. I don't have as much hair as I used to have. It's literally falling off like the top of my head.
You do become a little more invisible the older you get as a woman, unfortunately. I don't get asked out on a lot of dates. I never get asked out on dates. I don't know if it's being 55 in Los Angeles or if it's just a strange town.
What is the biggest confidence killer for women over 50? Men over 50. They never look at you anymore.
When I was 55, I felt like I was starting to fade. I felt like I was starting to go invisible. I felt dismissed. I felt ignored. I felt like I was washed up.
When I was 15, I started modeling, and it was a very hard thing to walk away from. Then around the age of 45, I started noticing that the way I was perceived was slightly different than what I had become used to. And then I would put photos of myself in bikinis. All of a sudden, I started getting the influx of, "Are you a little desperate there, Grandma?"
Now, the women that get impacted by this the most are usually the ones that got a lot of attention when they were younger. And guess what, guys? This is only going to get worse because these women never had social media in their days. But nowadays, we have a ton of social media and a ton more attention going around. So imagine this realization, but times 2 instead. And you can definitely tell that the only value these women really have was their looks. And the moment that value was stripped away from them, they now have nothing to offer to anyone. And they kind of feel useless in society.
I think I'm attractive. I mean, is it because the odds?
Some people find me attractive. I wouldn't say I'm societally objectively attractive. Come on. Some people are going to find you attractive. Do you fit that societal mode? No. Neither of us do. That's okay. We can accept it. We can accept reality without being offended and being sad. You're incorrect. I'm sorry. This is just societal, right? It's just like there's objective, like we don't belong on Love Island. Doesn't mean other people don't find us attractive, but we're allowed to. Listen, I'm so sick of this.
I mean, in the cosplay world,
there's not participation trophies on objective, like, societal metrics, right? It's like, I'm sorry, like this whole ecosystem of people being like, "Oh, you're beautiful no matter what," it's not helping anything because now we're just telling ourselves that we're beautiful when, no offense, I am objectively not societally attractive, and we can accept that. There are many people that find me attractive. There are many people that find you attractive.
But what does that have to do with anything?
Because what you are saying is you found other people that have a lot of debt and they're still finding people. They have something else that is making up for it.
Now, this guy is actually a financial advisor, but it's kind of crazy in how he now has to also kind of give relationship advice because it sometimes goes hand in hand. He almost seems like he's on the Whatever podcast talking to a girl on the Whatever podcast as well. But he's just trying to talk about her finances. But like I said, it's hand in hand.
Oh my God, bro. You are not borrowing my phone. Did you get that? Come on, dude. Don't break shit else in this motherfucker, man. Relax. I need that laptop, nigga. Now you broke your phone. What you gonna use?
This bitch got into my motherfucking phone. She sent to my motherfucking mom.
Wow.
She sent to Nia pictures and acting like she was me on the phone texting from my fucking iPhone. She texted my fucking baby mamas, nigga. Texting people in my motherfucking phone, dog. Logged into my shit.
See your mom. She disrespectful.
Not my baby mama fucking sent my mom and shit.
It was your dick?
Yeah, it's my dick, nigga. She went in my dick pics and sent it all out there.
Yeah, that's just foul. I'm not sure what these men are finding these women. But this, I believe, is illegal. You can't do this. I would sue her and press charges. She needs to be held accountable for this, not for her to do it against somebody else.
How many bodies is too many bodies for somebody to have?
That's a hard question for me to answer because, like, as my job, people pay for my time, I guess.
What's your job?
I guess you could say that I'm a 304. I'm a...
We're in the 305.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's real, that's
my
real.
body count, I can't even, I can't say too much.
Give us an estimate.
Of mine? I actually did some math on it because I've been doing this for 5 months, so it's probably like 2,000.
My bad. 1,000. Wow. That's crazy. What's the rate?
Like, it goes from like half hour, 4 hours.
And what's the general price?
For a half hour?
Uh-huh.
500.
2,000 people in 5 months? Are you joking? Guys, I'm gonna pull up my calculator right here, right now. I'm gonna do 30 times 5, since there's 5 months, that's 150 days. 2,000 divided by 150, that's 13 people a day. The last 5 months. Bro, get away from this woman. She's definitely radioactive.
The movie was called The Wedding Year. I played Anna Camp's husband. So I'm on set for, I don't know, 30 seconds, right? That's how big my role was. But in the time that I had to be on set, Sarah Hyland was the lead from Modern Family.
Yeah. Is that the girl with the big eyes?
Yeah, she's like a pretty woman.
Yeah.
Chain smokes and is terrible. She was such a tyrant, rude to everyone. At one point she said this, David, who's the director, there's extras eating at the craft service table. Like, she was annoyed that some extras wanted free granola bars, like it was in her kitchen or something. She hated me, by the way, like just hated me. At one point she said, and this is also a quote, "You're what is wrong with people."
Oh,
because I'm an actual man, you know. She's not used to. She's not used to ever, like, you know, masculine energy of any sort. She tried to show everyone, like, the new Dumbo trailer had just dropped. They're all like in this hierarchy of Hollywood where it's like she's number one on the call sheet. We have to like pander to her. She wanted to show them the Dumbo trailer on a phone, right? We're all like around. You know, oh, she's showing us something on her phone. She starts crying to like let us know how moved she is by the Dumbo trailer. I just said, I didn't even mean it. I just wanted to ruin the moment. I go, yeah, that looks gay. She literally, if she could like have me removed from like a moment or anything, like I ruined her little showpiece of like, look how much I'm into the arts, that I'm moved by Dumbo, and I just wanted to ruin it. And I did. I ruined it, and she hated me, and I, you know, whatever. I was off the set the next day.
Yeah, I love this clip because it really shows that Hollywood is starting to lose its shine, or people are realizing that everyone in Hollywood, these actors are all pretty much fake. A lot of people in Hollywood have some strange addiction, go to some strange clubs, strange parties, do some strange things. I don't want to call any names out there, Diddy, and I'm pretty sure if the truth came out about them, they would all be locked up.
It's such a great fun. Here, just take my balls. Just take my balls from me. Just take them. Just here you go. Take my balls.
I'm just trying to figure out, how am I not married with 5 kids or running around? I'm 31. I don't have any kids. I got a credit score of 803 exact. Recently pulled. I have 2 paid off cars. I'm about to close on my first house this year in May. I'm not toxic at all. I'm releasing an app on iOS and Android. I work hard as I'm not clingy, but I'll always make sure my partner feels appreciated. Okay, so I don't cook, but I can learn. And it's not like I don't know how to cook, but I just don't cook as much as I should. I just feel like I have a very dominant personality.
Now, what does this prove, lady? That men actually value women who are still feminine over women who are successful. We don't need another man in the house. This is only for traditional men, by the way. There's some men out there who like a working, hard-working woman who gets her bag. But so there's a lot of other men out there who wants a woman who's still feminine, like that can cook and clean, and that's young and youthful.
Is looking for something very specific. Number 1, 6 dates before intimacy. Right off the gate, I'm gonna tell the guy, I'm gonna be super honest and transparent about it because I don't want him to keep on trying to come on to me and feel rejected. And I also want him to know, like, this is going to be a long-term investment. If he's not down for the long haul, then see you later. Number 2, if and when we do hook up, we always sleep in the same bed. Every time. I need to be spooned and kissed like right here, way more than I need a wham bam thank you ma'am moment. My house is not a restaurant nor a hotel. For some reason, once you start hooking up with guys, they start to think, oh, I don't need to take her out on dates anymore. We can just do movie nights every single weekend. No. If you want to see me, make a plan. When we enter into a dating scene, you have 2 months until both of us can collectively decide if we're either going to wind up pursuing something more intentional and serious or just be friends. I don't have 6 months to a year to be trapped in a situationship getting my feelings hurt. The fastest way to get rid of me is by going days without speaking to me. If you can't send a simple good morning text, if you can't check in with me and say sweet dreams, if I don't know when the next time I'm going to see you is and already a few days have passed, if it's between me and another girl, do us all a favor. and choose her, because I will not be competing for a grown man's attention.
Now listen, she's not completely wrong for having standards right at the jump. However, why do these standards happen now when you're older and not when in the beginning when you were dating? It's almost as if you let every other man in the past have it the easy way, but now you're just increasing the difficulty when you get older. It's almost as if your standards got higher the older you got, and that's just not right. You should have been like this your entire life. Now when you're about to hit the wall and realize you just use your body up to anyone.
Give me some red flags.
Short. What? Short, yeah. Rude, because I'm rude. You can't be rude to me, I'll be rude back. And if you don't like it, then we've got a problem.
You're the only one who can be rude.
Yeah, I'm the only one that can be rude. He needs to come with me with the correct attitude.
London chicks built different, brother. Anyways.
Emotional, damn it! Yeah, does this woman want a simp or a man? Because any man who's around this definitely won't be dealing with it.
Women's response to Millie Bobby Brown. 21 looking 40. Well, when you're 21 looking 34, what do you want us to say? Did he pick you? She's beautiful, but only 25? I'm 45 and she looks my age. She looks like she's 35. Isn't she only 20 to 21? She really does look 40. She looks like I'm in her 40s. She look awful and old, and it isn't just about growing up like she said. No, it's the stylization that make her look old and chip.
You know what's so strange? Feminists are all about body positivity until they see someone who's incredibly prettier than them. Now they just want to body shame as much as possible. It's pretty hilarious.
I'm not paying $10,000 for a purse.
I will do anything to get this back.
Anything? Like, anything?
Yup, and that's exactly when she started doing OnlyFans. In fact, I do think this creator actually does do OnlyFans, because I think they went pretty viral recently for a crazy stunt they did on a plane. I guess she never got that job, did she?
Don't got that many options.
What about-
There's a lot of guys out there just like you guys that don't want to be with us because we are mothers.
Oh.
We are mothers, and we are single mothers.
That wasn't a high five.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, this man was over here trying to say, yo, I'm one of those men, but she thought he was being supportive.
How long do you think it should take a man to propose?
I'm with a year and a half, 2 years. But I saw potential, and I wanted to be his back.
I asked you, how long do you think it should take a man to propose?
A year and a half.
Husbands go looking for wives. How many times have you heard stories where we met and under 30 days we were married? 6 months. 6 months.
So many times.
6 months. And then I know a lot of guys in the chat room, oh man, you got a vet and such and so forth. Those guys aren't husbands.
Now, I know a lot of you guys are going to hate me saying this, and this is going to be a very hot take, but I do have to agree with Kevin on this. A lot of my friends who got married didn't need more than 6 months to fully realize that the girl they're spending their time with is actually the one or not. In fact, I think it's actually less. If it takes you longer to realize if this girl is good or bad, then she probably isn't good. I would say it almost takes a couple months that this is a good woman to be with the rest of your life, or this is someone you shouldn't be hanging out with.
Yeah. I can't do nothing after this video, man. This is the last video. Short stream. It's all good. We're gonna pick it back up in the morning. Run that shit back.
Come on, bro. I skip leg day too much.
How embarrassing. Yeah, this brother had no business holding a woman this heavy. I'm not sure who's more embarrassed, the woman or the man.
You know you got it.
Here are the results of the paternity test.
Well, what the f? Come on, dog. Come on, dog.
What?
Come on, bro.
What you doing all that for?
Read this paper. What the f this say?
What you mean?
Read what that say right there.
They need to do this over.
Nigga. I'm not the father. I'm not the father.
I ain't paying no more child support.
They need to do this over.
I ain't paying no more child support, dog. I swear to God, I already knew it, bro. Is everything okay?
Apparently this was only 8 months, but at least it was only 8 months. There's a lot of other cases out there, guys, where it's been 5 years, 10 years, heck, even when those kids are like 23, 24, past the child support part. Do these men get compensated for it? No. Do these men have everything to lose? Yes. Why these women have nothing to lose and they could pretty much lie and not face any consequences? Do your DNA test, gentlemen, no matter what that woman says, especially if she has a large body count. But that's just my opinion though, guys, because that does wrap it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys do want more content just like this, future videos, you guys see the top screen. It does my channel a lot, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Peace.
100.
Why?
Ooh. Ooh, I want to watch this. I want to watch that bad. But look at my eyes. Look at my damn eyes. I can't even hold these bitches open for real, man. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. We're gonna slide up out of here, man. Short stream, man. I appreciate everybody that did show up and didn't show up. It all good. Shout out everybody. You already know what it is. Holla at me tomorrow, y'all. Hopefully it's a better situation, man, because good God. Yeah, it was